I missed the countdown. I've got to get the countdown back because you guys have to endure my singing, and nobody wants that. Nobody.
That's fine.
Nobody wants that. Nobody. You guys are just nice.
We
Nobody wants that. So welcome everybody. We are back. We've got 11 segments tonight. One that is we're going to read. It is so good and so juicy that you have to hear it in my voice. But before we get into the 10 plus 1 bonus segment, we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these deep, dark internets. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. You can check out the replays of this show every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Radio Regent. Thanks to Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio, for partnering with us for all of these years. We tape this show live right here on YouTube every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to follow us right here on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and check us out on Instagram. The handle is Not Your Typical Girl Talk. Telly, my girlfriend, how are you?
You know, it's going somewhere. Hey, everyone. My name is Telly. I'm also a proud member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. There's too much foolishness going on this planet. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the androids are on their way or maybe they're already here. We're going to find out sooner or later, hopefully later, because right now we got to deliver some insanely, oh boy, the stories that are lined up. Get ready. Get ready. Queen Sheba, tell these beautiful people who you are.
I am Sheba. They call me Sheba. I'm the final member of this incredible crew. And like I said, we've got 10 plus 1 bonus, so I'm not even going to keep you waiting. In the first segment called Legs, here we go.
When's the last time you tested out them little legs? And I don't mean this way. I mean this way.
Might stop at the gym and he keep a do-rag, keep the wave on swim. Waves on swim, so they hate on him. Anyway, I think I met him sometime before in a different life or where I record.
I love how she didn't even bother to continue. She said what she said, and she
kept on walking this way.
This way, right. And her face while she was doing it, she was like
a robot. This way, not this way. This way.
Listen,
I mean,
do people walk this way?
Because clearly I'm doing the wrong workouts, because my workouts are boring. This woman's talking about spreading it wide. Why you're out here spreading your legs wide, but you're not up here moving them forward? Just so you guys know, on the radio, she made the visual of spreading your legs wide instead of taking your legs, what God gave you them to do, and walking. Mm-hmm. The shape.
I mean,
Yup.
She is, like one of those, Peloton, whatever peeps, and she's out here just letting people know. I mean, people spend a lot of time doing maybe the things that they, everything in moderation. And some people
can benefit from walking like that.
I mean, get on that treadmill and put in those steps
and walk. Yeah, we're done. Because we actually have more. So that was probably one of the quickest segments. We have more. This one in this segment I am calling Too Far. The 10-second clip. Watch very carefully. Here we go.
Perfect. We're going as far as we possibly can, just like that. Getting those full stretches on that lower back. Extremely important.
I don't think people think anymore when they're posting things. I think people, like when they watch the replay of things, do they not see? They don't see the whole picture. Like he didn't see where his ding-a-ling was, and she didn't realize what was like this up to her face. And why did she sign up for this?
Why? That's a very valid question.
Why did she choose this? Why did she choose to be a part of this man's stretching?
And why are you stretching me in this way?
Correct.
Why is your member like right in her
male
face?
member in my face while you stretching me? Then why? These women can't have men. They can't.
No.
They can't have men.
No.
I'm hoping that is a great meme, and that one is her man. But I'm just hoping that it is her man, because I feel like they clearly did this for clicks, right? This was clearly for clicks, but I'm hoping that the clicks is actually with her man, and her man or future man isn't seeing this nonsense. His poor buddy.
I really hope
because the way he was standing, he was even accentuating his back to make sure
that his member was like
because
right in her face.
He didn't need to do it that way.
No,
sir.
No.
So I don't know what's going on with physical fitness these days.
I don't know. Last time I was a personal trainer and they're stretching me, I've never had anyone stretch me like that as a personal trainer.
No.
No.
No, they have machines for that. If she really wants to get stretched, she can go do some Pilates.
Exactly. Get on the Pilates machine.
There's actually stretching machines. Why the man's whole front?
Yeah, that doesn't mean it does not need to be that.
Doesn't have to be that. Okay. Oh, we're done with that.
Wow.
Yeah, the next segment that I'm calling minimum. Here we go.
So today was giving bare fucking minimum. Good morning. I didn't reply with an emoji because like, why would I?
Yeah.
Why? How are we feeling? I called him. He doesn't pick up. I say, call me. He goes, hold up, baby girl. Talking to my man. He's telling me something. I'm like, okay, very dry. 11:58. He responds 1:38. Shit was a long combo. I didn't want to respond.
Still doesn't call you back.
Still doesn't call me back.
Okay.
You not the main chick. You don't know that?
Please go ahead, Sheba.
Listen, it's fine if you want to do that with your girls, because we all talk about things. I've never put my text messages between me and a man on a big screen for you guys to watch, or whatever. Do your thing, baby girl. Again, why set something up, record it, and post it? Like I'm fine with the debrief, girl. You got to talk to your girls. You got to figure out what's going on. Your girls are going to support you. Be like, hey, girl, leave that man. I mean, the gentleman at the end was right. She definitely is not clearly the main chick, because my man still hasn't called her. Probably still won't call her now. Because it's on the internet.
Her big old face is on the internet.
Screenshot and maybe scroll in. You could see his name, maybe his phone number. I didn't do it, but somebody may. So now he's definitely not going to call you. So you got a sneaky homegirl recording you and then putting you on Beyonce and Blue Ivy's internet. Why?
Here's my thing, and I don't know, like, we've all been young. We've all been in our 20s, and all of this. And never in my life have I ever felt the pull to put my text messages on a big screen TV and have a court analyze. Like, usually this happens over a meal where it's like, yo, girls, check it. This is what happened.
Yeah.
So I said, and then he said, and then he said. And the conversation was at our table. It's between all of us.
Mm-hmm.
It done. Why are we projecting the text messages on a big screen TV? We should be watching Netflix on this TV. We should be watching Disney Plus on this TV. Why are we watching my texts?
I don't know. They're young, they're dumb. But how far? This is too far.
And
too far for young and dumb,
right? And you don't need to do all of this to prove what the guy just told you at the end. It's obvious. We all know this already. If a guy wants you, trust.
He'll get you. He'll find you. He'll know what to do.
You won't have to say, I wonder.
You don't have to wonder anything.
You don't need to wonder.
Yeah.
So stop the foolishness. And like Sheba said, yeah, someone could simply take a photo and zoom on in, because Instagram, TikTok, all of them,
Oh yeah,
they have very good whatever that is. When you zoom in on things, it's clear as crystal. So dude's phone number and name is now out there on the internet.
Actually, I'm good. You know what? Just for the sake of it, before we end that segment,
Maybe
let me go find that clip in our chat. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can quickly screenshot this. What is going on? Come on.
I also,
yeah, I was curious.
Whoever recorded this, because she didn't record it herself. One of her friends recorded it, which makes it actually even worse.
That makes it worse.
Because I would hope that they got her permission. Now, if they didn't, that's a whole other problem. And girl, you can't trust these people, which is why you don't project your stuff up on a big screen.
No.
My phone didn't do it very clear. I might have to try it again because it was moving. Let me wait until it goes in and zooms in, because if I have a clear, zoom in. Okay, let me see how much I can get. Oh, she zoomed in again. Let me see. She keeps the person zooming in and zooming out. So I'm just trying to see how much I can decipher from this zooming in and zooming out. Oh, you could see his name if I have a clearer picture. How are we feeling, baby? Call me. Like, she's actually going, these are actual things that's on the screen. And if I were to have a better quality shot, I actually would be able to see this person's name.
And this is what bothers me. How do we know that, some people are really good with Canva. They could take a very photo that you took, put it in something like Canva and sharpen it, make it more,
Yep. They can totally find out the information of this man.
Girl.
And they can stalk him and be like, yo, why wouldn't you call that local brat that's been talking crap about you?
In this world of cybersecurity, we need to do better.
But these are young people. They don't care about cybersecurity.
Obviously.
They don't care about themselves. If they did, why do you have to post it on a whole 60-inch screen, flat screen plasma TV? Why?
This is what we're doing with our Saturday nights.
You got nothing else to do? Girl, go find a new man. Go out with your girlfriends. Go to the club. I don't know. Hit it up. Like, do something actual.
Go outside.
Go fun. So you saying to like it's Law and Order SVU, Special Victims Unit, trying to find out who did what. Girl. Get a life. Outside. Because Claire just didn't believe this man. He's
outside.
He's got a life.
He outside.
He's here, there, and everywhere.
And we move on. Now, this next segment is actually hilarious. I watched it a couple of times. I think the person in this clip is hilarious. Funny. I love how she talks. I love how she acts. I actually really like this content creator. I don't even like Tickety Talk. And after I watched her Tickety Talk, I watched a few more for Tickety Talk. So in a segment called Madea, here we go.
Humbled today. Do you hear me? Got this new dress from Shein. Obsessed with it. So cute. Had so many compliments this morning from teachers. Oh my God, I love your dress. Blah, 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 blah. Fifth grader walks in. Is that Medea's dress? With a straight face, she said it. I stopped in my tracks. So now I'm gonna have to burn this dress. She's not wrong. I was like, I look like Madea. Don't try to be cute. Don't try to be confident. Don't try to be cutesy or demure at the elementary school, because these jokers will take you down. Is that Medea's dress? I said, girl, bye. Girl, bye.
Not the 10-year-old.
Elementary school.
Said, not today, teacher. You ain't about to be cutesy or demure in your Madea dress. No, ma'am.
Listen, so after I saw this, because, you're scrolling tickety, talkety talk, tick, and watch this, I was like, wait a minute. paused it, went into Google, put in Medea, and I was just like, oh my God, it is Medea's dress.
It is. It looks just like it. Elementary school.
Medea's dress. Absolutely.
Elementary
Medea's
school
dress.
will humble
I mean,
you.
the fifth grader
These
wasn't
kids will
wrong.
humble you.
It wasn't wrong. It was Medea's dress. Very much so.
Right.
It was Medea's
but
dress.
Only a 7-year-old would have the confidence to walk up to.
These kids are built different.
Listen,
they're not afraid of the slap.
listen.
They're not afraid of the groundation. They don't care. They're letting it know.
Remember that one kid? So that one CP24 clip that went
Oh,
viral all over the world, where that young little boy told
said you look
that
better
one
on
reporter
TV?
that, oh, you look better in person than you do on TV. Listen, that still makes me laugh so hard. These kids
are honest.
They are out here.
They're out here
to make you feel like trash.
Yep.
No, they're out here to humble you. Here's the thing about children, and I love about them. They will humble you real quick. Kids, like you said, don't be out here trying to be like all confident and cutesy and demure with the fifth graders or the third graders, the fourth graders, even the sixth graders. Okay, the kindergartners are even worse because they ain't got no filter, right?
No filter.
Yep.
They be telling your whole business.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick up a kindergartner or grade 1 from school one day because their parents asked you to pick them up from school, and they're going to tell you the whole business. They're going to tell you what mom did, what dad did, what grandma did, what grandpa did, what grandma said to grandpa, and what daddy did to mom. They're going to tell you all. And if mom actually isn't married, but she has a boyfriend, and they're going to tell you everything. The kids are weird sass.
It's true.
Kids are weird sass. So, I mean, the dress was cute or whatever, but it was meant
No,
to
it
be
wasn't.
dress.
I mean,
that dress was not cute.
I would have never. That dress is way too.
It looks
floral.
like something from Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, that's a bit too.
That's too
whatever. But
House
you know, she was
for me.
feeling herself, and people were complimenting her.
Yeah, she liked it. So
you know, so it was like
for her.
she was feeling herself, and maybe a lot of women sometimes they just default to wearing jeans and a t-shirt, especially teachers.
Mhm.
So the one day she's like, I'm gonna wear a dress, I'm gonna feel feminine, and I'm gonna go in there. And this little picnic home and tell her she looked like
Medea. She said she's wearing Medea's dress. Said, ain't that Medea's dress? And she was wrong.
Hallelujah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, little girl. But
It actually did.
Down a notch.
I was like, yes, that is Medea's dress.
We digress.
Leave it to
Before
Sheehan.
we take our mid-break, I may need us to watch this one twice because I've actually entitled it "What's Happening Here?" because I'm very confused. Not confused, confused. So in the segment again, "What's Happening Here?" Here we go.
Let me see you do it now. Shake, shake, shake.
What?
The track was cool.
Listen, the dub track that they put over it was hilarious because it clearly that wasn't the original.
No, that was
track.
not. I was watching
Okay,
I was watching the keyboardist
on
fingers.
the
I'm like,
radio.
that is not the song.
No.
Not the original track, but a great track. But can you?
Okay, so like basically what we saw here, just for everyone that is on the radio, what we saw here is a bunch of what Toronto people like to call brown men in what looks like their, traditional garments that would usually be worn maybe perhaps during their prayer or their spiritual ceremonies. This is what they're wearing, but they're all literally just all in a group, twerking, shaking, gyrating, and there's not a woman in sight. So it's almost like they were there to pray, but they decided, nah, let's twerk instead. Which I don't even feel okay saying. All of what I just said, I don't feel okay with it.
Well, you're just expressing what you saw. I'm still trying to figure out what that was.
Yeah, like
again, because I am actually confused. Let's do this again.
Let me see you do it now. Shake, shake, shake.
Is this some kind of like weird, like single men's dance night? What the hell is this? And then there's people sitting at the back. Coliseum. Is there like a dance, like who can dance the longest? What the hell was that? And where was that? Was that in Brampton?
And also, why are they dancing this way?
And why
it would have been different if they were all there like, yeah, like,
why are they twerking and shaking up themselves and gyrating?
Exactly. Why is
and then I'm sure if the women were doing that, it'd be a whole they would be in like the deepest of trouble. Because women have, unfortunately, they can't do what these men are free to do.
Whatever they want, yeah.
But why are they like trying like literally like twerking like right like next to the keyboardist dude?
Right,
like
the guys like they're playing and they're literally like
they're trying to do their best Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
What event is this? Where is this so that I know not to go there?
There's a lot of confusion around this clip, and I'm
so confused. I don't know whether it's a ceremony.
I'm glad I'm not the. I admittedly watched it like 3 or 4 times before just watching it play.
And there
I was really trying to. And every time you watch it, you see something new because your eyes tend to focus on the front, but when you start going to the back of that crowd,
people there,
so much more you see.
And then
is it a concert?
Different people are standing out each time you see it.
Yeah,
like the guy in the black who's just like
can't help himself.
And there's one guy in the back that's like literally just like
shaking, like he's being electrocuted.
Yeah, like he's being electrocuted. Like,
and then when the camera pans to the side, this is like poor little boy who looks lost and dazed and confused, wondering what's my dad doing and why.
Okay, so
is this like a special ceremony they do? Like.
Girl.
And one of the most weirdest things, I see no bottles. No, not even a water bottle. Like no drinking, no drugs.
Where are they getting this from? Like, there's high on life? Like what? Hookah? What is this?
High on hookah.
So you know what? I'm glad again. You guys don't know. I don't know. None of us know. So we're just gonna leave that alone, and we are going to take our midweek break because we have 5 more segments to go, as well as a bonus I will be reading. So as I let Garcia finish sipping on her juice, we will take a moment and reset the room.
The room needs a reset for that.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was.
Listen, y'all. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Thank you, Radio Regent, for your partnership. You can check out the replays of this show on the Internet Radio every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We tape this lovely show every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to our channel. And of course, make sure to check us out on Instagram, where we have some cute clips that will keep you laughing through the day. So be sure to follow us there on Instagram. That's the reset.
I still feel confused.
Now the music is literally in my
head.
It's
in my head.
I know, did you not see me shaking over here?
It's time to go to a restaurant, ladies.
With men. Not just the men by themselves, because that just looks like you're at a single, or like a gay bar. Like what was that?
But a gay bar in your traditional worship,
dear Jesus.
Garments?
I got nothing. Okay, moving on to segment number 6. I've just actually entitled this "The Kids Are Stupid." Here we go.
Oh, the kids is using punctuation differently through text message. I'm telling you so I could help you with the babies, the Gen Z and the like. Okay, so I'm talking to my niece and I say thank you, period. Don't think nothing of it. So she sent me a voice note. She's like, Unc, let me tell you, because you probably don't know this because you old. True. She was like, when we text, people my age, if you say period, then that means get out my phone. I'm done talking to you. And I was like, okay, like the word period or the punctuation? She's like, the punctuation. I'm saying, like, if I end my sentence with period, that means get out my phone? She said, yes. I said, oh, my bad, twin, because I know the cool things to say. So then Melissa was talking to JoJo, unrelated to me talking to my niece. And she asked him, and he was like, yeah, it kind of adding the period to the sentence really like solidifies. I'm serious. Oh, take out the trash, period. Like, oh, dang, I'm tripping. Are you upset with me? And I said, oh my, because I use punctuation usually. It's just a habit. I don't even think about it. When I end my stuff, I need to see that period at the end so my sentence over. But these kids is different out here in the new world. They born after 2000. These children born after the year 2000. Things is different over here. So I just want to tell y'all, because y'all might be coming across different on the text than you realize, because them babies different.
So now they have a problem with punctuation?
Yes.
that was
I don't know about y'all.
I'm using my period.
I don't know about y'all, but if I were to even
That's
looking at my phone
dumb.
now, and you can tell how old the person is you're speaking to based on text messages. Everyone I speak to who's under 30 years old, when I have to read their text messages 3 times to understand like what they're saying. Even words.
So they're just out here texting run-on messages then, because if there's no
no
period, no
punctuation.
commas, no nothing. It's just
And a whole bunch of abbreviated things. Abbreviate ja 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 instead of ha 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 ha.
Or just JK for just kidding.
Yeah, and literally ja ja, like JA, like ja 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 ja. And that's supposed to be a laugh. I'm like, what is happening?
So they must unalive themselves and they have an exclamation point. If that's just the death of anybody, just like stab to the heart. These kids stay.
A part of
I'm sorry for them because I'm using my period. And I'm gonna use a lot of exclamation points, children. So get ready.
What? Here's the thing.
I'm not giving up grammar because they can't handle. How is it so loud? How the period?
I know.
Solidify.
I know. But here's the
thing. Are
thing.
you mad at me? That makes no sense.
The anxiety of the youth. Everything
triggers that.
Yeah, like they used an exclamation point. They used a comma. Why would they pause? This is what we're dealing with.
They're so on edge. everything triggers them.
Now
Now
they're
they're mad with the period.
Those Dalmatians we talked about, some golden retrievers, some Great Danes, some Dalmatians to take care of us when we're older, because
Yeah, because I don't want
that whole thing was stupid.
That was stupid.
When you use a period, you can't use periods now because they signify that what? It's the end of
you're mad. Like, take out the trash, period. And then she said something like, "Oh, so you're mad at me?" It's like, how do you finish a sentence? You just keep going, and then just stop a word, and that's it. And
I mean, listen, we
no
all
breath,
know
just
this.
keep reading.
They literally, when they're writing texts, hi.
Yeah. They don't use any abbreviations or
what
anything.
up? W-U-P. I'm like, who?
Help us all. Save us, dear Jesus.
Honestly.
Father who art in heaven. Okay, we're going to move on because that's stupid. This one here, I'm so confused about what's happening in these Texas streets because in a segment I'm just calling Chickadoo. Okay, here we go.
I know you motherfucking lying to me. Is this a chicken? Is this a chicken? Where's in the middle of Dallas? Bro, what is that? I'm low-key scared of it. Bruh. What is that? It got dreadlocks? Bro, is that a chicken with dreadlocks? Please tell me. Is it looking at me? Hey, friend. Oh my, y'all, we is at a QT on Forest Lane in Dallas, in the hood. And it's a whole chicken with dreadlocks. I like your hair. Look, it's responding. I like your hair. Just don't come over here because I'm low-key scared of you. Yo, what is a chicken doing in the hood in North Dallas? I'm surprised ain't nobody fried you up yet over here. They probably got EBT, so they good. But what in the world is you doing at the gas? What you doing at the QT, sis?
I just want to say, Black people, we are a hilarious folk. That whole narrative, from beginning to end, hilarious. But why does that chicken look like it's a cross between a dog and a chicken?
Yeah, there's a name for that kind of
There
chicken.
is a name for it. And someone, I remember someone in the comments was like, oh, that's a whatever, not Persian, but something chicken.
Yeah, there's a name for that kind
people
of
were
chicken.
saying that this chicken is actually worth a lot of money.
Really?
Like, someone was like, he should have put it in a cage because he could have gotten literally like $3,000 for it. I'm like, what? I don't know what it was doing in the middle of suburban near the city Dallas.
Looks like it's a sickle.
It's a white.
Girl.
Hold on.
But it's definitely not in its natural habitat.
No.
I don't know how it got there, but
Buff lace. It's a buff lace.
Polish
rooster.
A Polish rooster.
The Polish rooster.
Polish rooster?
Yes. With the hair.
Buff lace.
I love how we say hair when we know it's feathers.
It's feathers.
But it looks like it has a bob. Like,
or a lob.
Yeah, it's literally like out here like.
Listen, winner, chicken dinner. He should have captured that. I mean, I'm not killing it, but I'll definitely
No, but inflation these days.
Inflation, it's a thing. I mean,
I hope it.
I don't know if someone set it free or escaped from the clutches of a butcher. I don't know, but whatever it is, I hope it gets to someone's stomach. I mean, back to someone's home.
It's hilarious.
It does look like it tastes good.
A lot, but honestly, the person who's narrating, you whatever job you got, this needs to be your new job, because he said, "Sis, I like your hair."
And the best is that
the bird looked
at him like,
"Thank you so much." The bird.
Somebody hasn't fried you up in these hoods of Dallas. Okay?
Let's ride that bird It knew to go outside without a bonnet on. It knew that it has to look good going on these streets. And then you got some women in
That
them
part.
bonnets, in the duck pantyhose on their head. Before they just put a hat on or do something nice with their hair, they just go outside the bonnet. But not this Polish king chicken, whatever it is.
No.
Not it. It showed correct in the hood.
That part. Okay, in a segment, we're going to move on. So in a segment called, here we go.
How do me and my wife rebuild our marriage after I had a one-night stand or like a hookup, I guess, with her stepmother?
See, the thing is, you people do not fear hell anymore and it shows, Because the way I was raised, it was some things you just didn't do or even say. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel of getting your crispy bacon on for the rest of eternity. So for you to not only go ahead and cross your mother-in-law's canal, leading her to the promised land, unclogging her canal. Not only did you do that, you decided to come online and testify. You decided to tell the people of God to help you rebuild. Even the Son of God, the chief cornerstone himself, even he cannot help you rebuild this. And he a firm foundation.
Why?
Why are people bringing up their business like this?
Why?
Why? And here's the thing that made it really super weird. So for people that are listening on the radio, this person called in to
Ramsey.
The Ramsey show.
Yeah, finance guy.
The finance guy who you can call in, and him and his finance peeps, which was one of the guys in this, listen to your story, usually of, I bought a truck that's too expensive, or I can't pay off my school loan. And they give advice, financial advice. Idiot call about, sir, what the whole story?
He left no rock unturned. He left no rock unturned.
Bro.
He told that no one asked. Just get to the point where you want to rebuild your credit.
You want George Ramsey?
That makes it even worse. You understand what I'm saying? That makes it even worse what you just stated, because I never knew of the show. So it's financial advice.
Yes, he's a finance show.
Your question to the financial gurus is, what are you going to do now that you've slept with your wife's stepmother? That was your question.
Yes, girl.
How is he going to rebuild his credit and his money now that he slept with his step something?
Why would you tell that part of the story?
Why are you telling your infidelities to a finance man? Dude, go find a shrink. Go get a marital therapist.
Yeah, he can't afford one. That's
so he decides to call into Ramsey. Yeah, I had an affair and with my stepmom or whoever had an affair with, and now we have a child.
Stepmom,
but now we have a child together, and I'm trying to rebuild with my wife and my new kid. And how do I rebuild? This poor man. What's he supposed to say? Actually, you know what? Oh my god, I follow the Ramsey show. I gotta find that episode.
I'm just very curious as to why you called in and said, I'm going to tell this.
I slept with my mother-in-law, basically. I slept with my mother-in-law.
Yeah. Why couldn't you have said...
a financial show.
Right.
Why?
Why? And even if they gave him financial advice, sir... Finances is the least of your problems.
The least.
Maybe he didn't know what show he was calling.
Maybe he called the wrong show.
Maybe he meant to call another show, and he called in that one. Because there's a lot of shows on YouTube. So
Dr. Ruth?
What?
What show were you calling in, sir?
Is it a thing?
Yeah, it looks like when you type it in, all these things come up about the Ramsey show. He has been lying and cheating on you for 30 years. Your husband might be having an affair. My wife had an affair with my best man. And they're all calling in to the Ramsey show.
What does this have to do with their money?
What?
Okay, people are just out here really looking for anyone to listen to their foolishness. This is what we've come to.
Nothing.
You're
I guess therapy is way too expensive
Too
now.
expensive?
So let's just go to the internet and go viral.
And the first
I'll get advice
podcast that
there.
pops up, we'll just call
People
it
get
in.
on some sort of drug plan at work and work it out with
Don't you have like
with someone who is supposed to be talking.
Like you
to
can't
in
find
private.
in private. Go find a pastor or go down, what's it called? BetterHelp or one of them. Find something.
Become a
Something.
Catholic and go tell the priest. Like
Something.
whatever it takes.
Whatever you need to do. But don't put your laundry outside there for the whole world to hear and see.
Yeah, because then you end up on Benny's Instagram, you end up on Not Your Typical Girl Talk.
And we're gonna chat you
like a damn fool.
You're an idiot. Why are you showing up your dirty lifestyle? How does that have to do with you? Now you're really broke.
And like she said, no shame.
No shame.
Zero.
Like I remember back in the day, you're as close and as tight as some of you are with your girlfriends. It would take a lot of time for you to be like, girl.
Oh yeah.
And this is your best friend, and you have shame.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want your friends to look bad at you.
want
And
them to,
say, girl.
think less of you.
You're just like, let me see. They go on YouTube. Who's live right now? Okay, let me just call.
Do you know that's why I stopped listening to a lot of lives on Instagram?
Yeah, because
sometimes you watch like lives of like Snoop or Kenny Burns, but
Yeah.
people would come on and they're just telling out their whole business. It's like, you know what? I didn't ask to hear that. And neither did the person that is receiving this information.
Right. You literally need to do a seance to cleanse your spirit.
That part.
I don't know. I agree too with girl. Like, no, the savior we serve is not going to help you, sir. You made your bed. You're gonna lie in it. The shame is what you have to wear. You're gonna wear the scarlet letter, and you're gonna wear it big and bright so everyone can see what kind of dirty ass you are. Give me a break, yo. No, no. Now you want finance advice after you had the affair because your wife is gonna take you for every dime you have. Let her. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
We're done. And we're done. We've got 2 more segments, and then I'm going to use my lovely voice to read more foolishness. So in a segment called Go Play-Doh, this kid is very creative. That's all I'm going to say. And go.
We were playing in the sand, and you found a little band. You told me you fell in love with it, hadn't gone as I planned. When you had to bid adieu, said you'd never love anew. I wondered if I could hold it and fall in love with it too. You told me to buy a pony, but all I wanted was you.
I mean, okay, very creative, but kid, get a part-time job because what you just did right now, like how much of your mesh up bills, like your parents, get a part-time job, even if it's makeup artistry, whatever the hell you want to do. But that was BS. Like I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm glad that you can put 2 sitting on your head and look up glue like a drug child of the 90s. And kid, like, what was that?
Yes. Why did she like the glue stick?
Look at that glue stick. Taking the good Vaseline and putting on the paint and the stupid silly putty.
The good
Vaseline. You're supposed to use on your lip and use on your chin so you shine bright like a diamond in the mashed-up sky. And you're putting it on your face and then looking like a psycho looking into the camera. I'm like, kid.
Looking like a, what is it called? A butter.
Who raised you?
Listen.
Corn. Are you a spawn of a psycho killer?
It was this part for me. It was the intensity. Like, it was very...
Yeah, it was.
It was very dramatic.
And the music, it was
It's like something out of a weird horror film.
Yeah, like what's the guy? Tim Burton.
Yeah, very Tim Burton.
Like Beetlejuice, weird.
Or like Stephen King novel-ish. Like like Pennywise the Clown. I don't know what kind of demonic spirit came over this child, but get a part-time job.
Yes. But
because that's not going to pay your bills.
And if it was Halloween, like if it was like, happy Halloween, I guess.
Then at least. But what person?
Just a Wednesday. Just,
Yeah,
Simple Dimple.
That's weird.
Like we're done. I mean, creative. Kudos for creativity, because
kudos for creativity, but
nothing.
McDonald's, I'm sure, is hiring. Forever 21, if that store's still around. Do they throw a newspaper at someone's house and figure out your financial life? That little boy should call into the Ramsey show.
I'm dead.
Or the little girl, boy, whatever you are, little child, get a job. That was stupid. That was stupid. If that was my kid, I'd be so upset.
Could you? I would actually come home and be like, "What?
So wait, I leave you here all day, and this is what you have to bring before me."
And you're running around,
running around their head. What, Mom? It's like, and then this is not a 5-year-old where it's like, okay, I expect you to mess up the. Me and you.
Listen, I would take him or her down to the nearest movie set.
Yes.
So what's been done and get them a job.
Put them to work. Okay, you know what? I see you have a creative hand.
Yeah, it's time for you to assist some
makeup artists
and
special effects. You have a very creative hand. Okay, you're gonna use that same pulling hand and put the silly putty on someone. Make a zombie. Make a princess. Get on the set of Wicked. Do something, child. But you just did now, wasting out the good Vaseline. That bugged me.
You and the Vaseline.
You and the Vaseline.
Bugged me.
Not the Vaseline.
I'm like, what's she doing with the Vaseline?
I mean, forget the duct tape. Forget the aluminum foil. I don't even know, the silly putty. Forget all that. Forget the paint. But not the Vaseline.
Listen.
I'm done. Well, we've got one more video to go in a segment I'm calling They Went Hard. The Cockazoids are back, everybody. The Cockazoids are back.
It doesn't matter where I'm at. Niggas gonna turn up. I'm gonna turn the crowd up every time. Look at him. Yeah, fuck that shit up. High dude. Yeah, fuck that shit
It's giving North Carolina. Like, what was it? Or like somewhere in Virginia, Colorado, somewhere that has like a large, somewhere that has a large white community population. And that one black kid that was in the video, I don't know.
Okay,
maybe he's being held against his will.
Right. So
maybe they drugged him. Maybe he's the DJ and he's just trying to get paid.
So we'll break it down. First of all, awesome song choice. My face, though, could not help. My face reacted to hearing the N-word, and they were like,
oh yeah, because you know how
like spazzing. Also, another thing, and we talk about this on here all the time, but you just gotta look in awe of white men when they're being cheered on by black people and they really think, yes, I'm doing it. Let me go harder. Let me move more. Let me flex.
Whatever that man was doing,
because that black woman over there is going, yes, go on. So Steve is like, yeah, I'm gonna work it harder. I'm gonna work it harder, Lakeisha.
He worked something.
Watch me,
not Lakeisha.
And this is the perfect example of that. Because that guy in the pink pants,
he went off.
He's on some kind of drug.
He went off. He went off. He went, listen, I will bring him to the barbecues, the dance hall parties, all of it. Because he said the man ended up in the street and came back. In the street. He came back on the grass. Barefoot. Nabob on the shoes, as I recall. I'm taking him to the party with me.
Gilmore Girls Gone Wild. Like,
good night.
The women were wearing those little dainty dresses, like they came from a tea party.
It looks like they were coming from the Kentucky Derby, literally, and then went.
Yeah, like what's the context behind this? It's weird. That's weird as hell. That's giving Connecticut. Connecticut.
We're done, but I do have one more segment that I'm going to read. This is a oldie but a goodie. We used to do 6 brown chicks every week. We haven't done them in a while, so we're going back to our roots to do 6 brown chicks segment called Shoot My Shot. I'm good looking.
Oh God.
Tall male. Sorry, let me start over. I'm a good looking, tall male in uniform. I have options. Multiple women shoot their shots regularly. The woman I want refuses to play ball. I met her on a traffic stop. She was speeding and she flirted her way out of a ticket. I got her number and her address. I sent multiple texts and she's a slow responder. Playing hard to get. If she didn't want me, she wouldn't have given me her number. I texted her to meet me for drinks. No response. I called, a man answered. He told me to leave his woman alone. She's faking a whole relationship to get a rise out of me. I've sat outside her building and watched her come and go, and she's always solo. I've got the time to win her over. I was suspended from my job recently, so I have more time to watch my future lady and win her over. What should my next move be? Question mark. Show up at her home/job with flowers? Question mark. Me.
Wait. So he's a psycho. I want to know, what did he do to get suspended? What did he do? Oh, that's the whole thing. And I thought it was a different case that he got suspended for. So he's just going around stalking this woman. I thought he was a catch. I thought he was so good looking that women just throw themselves at him.
You know what? When I first read this, there was only one person that came to my mind. And I was like, this person sounds a lot like a Ted Bundy. I'm a good-looking guy. All the women want me. They want me so bad that I need to stalk a woman who's obviously married.
No, girl, you heard what the man said. He's not married. She's not married. She's faking a whole relationship.
Right. She got a man to move into her house and answer the phone just to make
him jealous and hard, because she's hard to get.
But remember, he's stalking her, and she's solo because she comes out of her house alone. So she definitely a fake relationship.
Right, because people that are married only leave their house
together
with their partner.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
The supermarket, at work, everywhere, they're together in his mind. So she must be faking the whole relationship. And he wants advice. Well,
he wants some advice. He wants to know what should he do next? Should he go to
check himself in?
He should go find the Betty Ford Center or whatever psychiatric ward he can find, turn himself into his own police ward and say, please lock me up for stalking.
Right. This is why I always say, ladies, I know I am the same way. I love a good-looking man.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful.
Good-looking, I can't.
Good look. The more cute they are, the more
time I'm like, if I don't find you attractive, I will never learn to love you. That is not a part of it. You need to be attractive. However, we gotta do it with a brain.
That poor girl.
The thing is, this
She
poor
really
woman, right? She wanted to get out of a
She
stupid
wanted to get out,
parking ticket.
yeah, that's all she wanted.
She was being a smarty pants, and now look.
Now she got a stalker.
Sheba?
This is why I don't date certain men in uniform. Because of like, this is, no. Because
Girl.
even if he hadn't gotten her phone number, when those particular people say license and registration,
Oh, he can get
He
it.
could have gotten it easy. Yeah.
He probably didn't even. How do we know?
How do we know that he got it that way?
He actually gave it to him.
What if he just went back in his car and said, "Oh, she's pretty," and gonna look
His
her
little laptop in the car.
screen shoots it. He says, "Okay, that's it. I'm gonna follow her everywhere." And now,
okay,
here we
even
are.
if she gave you her phone number, she sure as hell did not say, "Here is my address."
No,
that's what
He
he
did not do
said.
that.
I got her number and her address because he got it off of her license and her registration.
Right.
Typed her up good, and now he's up. No, ma'am.
no,
ma'am.
Girl, you need to get a
My
restraining order.
advice: seek help.
Exactly.
Get help.
Arrest yourself. Actually, seek help.
Yep.
You can arrest yourself.
Turn yourself in. Say,
Turn
"Yo,
yourself in.
Yep, turn yourself in. Please put me in this cell right over here next to Biff, because clearly I'm a stalker, and Biff will set him straight."
Oh, Lord, listen.
Either Biff or Diddy, one of the two will set him straight. Don't say you didn't know that was coming.
Oh, you know what? And I agree. Like, another PSA for our friends out here: be very, very weary and be very cautious of men that wear an authoritative uniform for a living.
Yeah, be careful. They're not.
We
they're
are
not
talking
right
any sort of militant type job. I'm not talking about the paramedics. I'm talking about militant, as in people that carry guns for
Be
a
careful.
living. Sorry, rifles, weapons, whatever. Be careful,
They're not
because
too
it takes a certain mindset
Mm-hmm.
to live in that 24/7. Now, not all, I am sure, but from the experiences I've seen from friends, none of them, not one, has ended in a positive light. And it usually ends horribly for the woman in the situation.
It does. Hopefully, she gets a restraining order or something, because it was funny that he's still looking for advice. That's the sad part. He doesn't see what he's doing is wrong.
And for all we know, he's probably not even good looking. He could be ugly, because
good looking people never say they're good looking. Well,
Right.
most of them anyway.
Because men that are like this, narcissistic,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm not going to say anything, but
No, but
Don said that he was the best looking
president
ever.
They said that he's better looking than Obama
He
and
said he's
JFK
better looking
combined.
than JFK and Barack Obama.
That's what he said.
I'll leave it there.
He said he's the
I'm
best
not saying
looking
anything else.
president of all time. That's what he said. And the smartest. He also said he was the smartest.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up now. We've had enough fun for tonight. There was 10 segments, and I got the joy of reading the bonus segment. And I guess stay away from tall, good-looking men in uniform. I mean, that's all I got from that. But Kelly is going to end the night for us, because we're done now. We're done.
Well, everyone, there you have it. We want to thank Rare Region, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Check out our replays at 7 p.m. on Saturdays. Checked out this episode along with all of our award-winning content. And you know what? You've already come this far watching this entire episode. You might as well just subscribe to our YouTube channel. And while you're at it, you might as well find all these funny clips on our Instagrams. You might as well find us over there and follow us over there. And find us on Facebook, because that's right, we got a Facebook group. Come on in and join the talk, join the community. That's right, we're building a community here. And so far, it's growing, it's expanding. You want to be a part of it. Now, when I say expand, I'm not that crazy kid. You should get a part-time job on a set. I mean, expand as in, or walking, or certain types of walks. You know, next time you're going on a walk, make sure you walk like this. You lose more weight this way than But anywho, y'all, listen, follow, subscribe up to our channel. Listen to us right here. Keep fit, have fun. We got Karthia, I'm Telly, we got Queen Sheba. We're going to sit here. I'm going to try to crack the code on what those men of brown were doing because I'm still shook. I'm still scared. And I just want to know where this is happening so that I don't catch myself at this place. If you know where this was taking place, or maybe it's some kind of special thing. Listen, y'all, tell us what you think. Take care, everyone.